Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to another episode of Point Rock Review. Today is kind of a video I wasn't really intending to do until something happened, and I decided I should do that. Um, on this channel, I reviewed Hinny. It's not pronounced Hiney; it's pronounced Hinny hard seltzer, and the guy that owns the business, Tim, came to me and said that I was pronouncing the name of his company wrong, and naturally I apologized. I had heard it both ways: Hinny, Hiney, Hinny, Hiney. I thought Hiney was funnier, so I went with that, but it's pronounced Hinny. Okay, so I got that wrong. There's a few things I got wrong, apparently, in that video. And one thing I was trying to say was that, honestly, as I stated in that video, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I'll try to leave a link here if I can. For a full year, I drank nothing but seltzers. And in that year, there was a lot about seltzers that I found off-putting. And I kept trying to jump from this one to that one to this one to that one to this one over here. And honestly, I ended up just going back to beer because seltzers were not really. At first, when they went down at first, they were really good, and then after a while, it was like they stopped being good. And I will say, Henny hard seltzers, they are better than other seltzers. Honestly, I'll say that, hands up. It's better than a White Claw. It's better than Truly. I'm not the market for seltzers anymore. But anyway, he came in yesterday to the store. I work at Anacostes. So if you're curious about meeting Brother Brian, I work at Anacostes 5 days a week. And he came in with a 4-pack. 2 of them I've had before. But there's 2 of them on here that I never had. One's being the Cranberry, and the other one being bourbon flavor. But he came in and he's like, I want you to try these. All right, I'll try them. It's like, I'll even make a video trying them. So we're going to start with the Cranberry. I told him I'm at least going to be honest. And seltzers, they don't really click with me as well as other things do. So it's like I was rating them as not really, well, kind of seltzers, not really in competition with other seltzers, but maybe I should rate them in competition with other seltzers. Now, this one's Cranberry, and this says dumb ass on it. And he's gone to this, I want to call it a silkscreen printing, because instead of having like a sticker kind of slapped on the can, he's gone to this silkscreen. And the texture is very nice on the cans. And that's really nice. Really nice. He stepped up his A game. He really has. 5.2% alcohol. In fact, I think they're all 5.2% alcohol by volume. Cranberry, though. And I'm really interested to see what Cranberry seltzer from Hinny tastes like. I think that's monk fruit I'm smelling. He used monk fruit in this? Yeah, monk fruit extract. That's what I'm smelling. Anyway. Clearing out the olfactory. Okay. Let's try Cranberry from Hinny Hard Seltzer. That actually tastes pretty good. That actually tastes really good. I don't think I've ever had seltzer that had cranberry in it. And cranberry works really well in a seltzer. Why has no one else done this? It works really well. But at the end of the day, it's still a seltzer. I have nothing against seltzers, really. I used to enjoy them, but like I said, for a full year, I drank nothing but seltzers, and honestly, I didn't feel as logy or the next day after you drank a few beers, like you drink like a 6 pack of beer, you find yourself kind of like dragging whatnot. It's like you're really not really up for anything. Seltzer, I don't know what it is about seltzer, but you don't have that spent feeling the next day, which is nice, and I like that a lot. But for me, it came down to the flavor. It was just I don't know if I can keep drinking these. That was nice. That one's nice. This one is bourbon flavor. Okay, I should give a rating for that one. I don't know if I should compare it. I probably should be comparing it to other seltzers. Now that I think about it, I probably should be comparing it to other seltzers. Compared to other seltzers, that one is really good. Like no, I don't think I've ever had a seltzer that what had cranberry in it before. So that was a nice touch, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Not much the seltzer, but the fact that someone went with cranberry. As for that one, I mean, let me take another sip. Let me be honest about this. It doesn't. It tastes good. It tastes good. Um, I will say for Hinny, there and it's true. Their seltzers taste better than a lot of other companies' seltzers. So if you're a seltzer person, you're gonna love this because they really do taste better. And I find it hard to believe that you got these companies. You're truly you're a White Claw. You're there's was it White Basin or Wild Basin, whatever the hell that's called. But you've got your other seltzer companies that have been around longer, and theirs don't taste any. They don't even compare in the taste that Hinny Hard Seltzer does. And I'm not just blowing up the company because I know the guy. It's like honestly, no, I'm being honest. I won't say something unless I didn't at least believe it. I've never been the kind of person to just promote something for the sake of promoting it. If it's good, I'm going to tell you it's good. If it's bad, I'm going to tell you it's bad. And you know what? As far as seltzers go, Henny's good. And we're going to find out more about that because this is the bourbon flavor. I'm trying to psych myself up for this because bourbon, I don't think I've ever had bourbon before. And I've had beer that has been uh, made in or kept in bourbon barrels, or I had bourbon barrel staves put into it. I gotta say, I didn't like a lot of them. But so I'm kind of curious about how this one's going to go. But we got bourbon flavor. This one's called Badass. Still 5.2% alcohol by volume. Uh, excuse me. So we're gonna crack this one open and see what bourbon flavor has for us. Ooh, that's almost got a root beer smell to it. Very interesting, my friends. All right, let's taste. Let's taste this. All right. Ooh. Okay. There's a lot going on inside that can. There's the bourbon. Hello. Yeah, that one. It's got this underlying hint that tastes a lot like root beer. Like I'm expecting like like a little bit of sarsaparilla to be in there. In fact, I'm still tasting that. It's actually pretty good. That one's actually pretty good. I never gave a rating for the cranberry, did I? Anyway, I'll give my ratings in a minute. That one's actually pretty good. I'm impressed by how, what's the word I'm looking for? How eccentric the flavors are with these. You got grape, which was good. Pink grapefruit, which I think was my favorite. And then you got black cherry. We all know how I feel about black cherry, but Hinny did it better. I'm still not a black cherry fan. I love cherries, which is makes people really surprised that I don't like things that are cherry flavored. But if I have an actual cherry, I actually like them a lot. And the other one was blueberry mint, which I said before that it tasted like blueberry flavored toothpaste. Which that's honestly that's I don't see that as a negative response. Honestly, it's like if you like mint and you like blueberry, that's a good one. It's a good one. It's got a refreshing. Anyway, the thing I like most about these is the fact they're not overly sweet, as certain seltzers have a tendency to do, especially when seltzers decide to go 8% alcohol as opposed to just 5, and they throw in all this alcohol to make it 8%, and then they throw in a truckload of sugar inside of them to mask the alcohol. And I don't think that's the wise way to go, but they do it anyway. And, well, I don't know, those kind of things don't really sell very well. But yeah, Hinny hard seltzer is actually I think if you're out there for hard seltzer, Hinny's the best way to go because it actually tastes good. It really does. The way everything's mixed together is uh it's better than your White Claws, your Trulies. Um, what was it? Was it Budweiser? Was it Budweiser that got it? No, Michelob got into the seltzer game. Mike's the hard lemonade, got into seltzers as well, and I haven't tried any of those yet. I probably should. The reason why I haven't is because it's seltzer. And that's the thing. It's like seltzer's not really my cup of tea. If you're a seltzer person, though, honestly, take it from a guy that drank nothing but seltzers for an entire year. Hinny's better at it. And I'm not just saying it because, as I said before, I'm not just saying it because I know the guy that owns the place. It actually is because they are better than the. By my estimation, they're better than your Trulies and your White Claws. I got to be honest. When seltzers started coming into my radar, everyone was saying White Claw, White Claw, White Claw, and I bought White Claw and tasted them. Was like, they don't really do it for me. And then Truly came out, and Truly I like Truly better than White Claw. And everyone was saying, "No, Truly's gross. Truly's gross. Why are you drinking those?" It's the flavor. It comes down to the flavors, honestly. It's not about how drunk it gets you, which it's about how well you can take them down and how well they taste. And honestly, after bouncing around for a while with Truly and then jumping to White Claw for different flavors and then bouncing back because a different couple flavors came out, it's like for a full year that this was my game. And a couple other ones came into the mix. There was one I loved that was amazing, and it was put out by was it Guinness or Genesee? It was called Orange Cream Dream. I loved it. so much. That was my favorite one. And then they pulled it off the market because the company didn't want to be seen as a seltzer company. Which I get, but that was like the best seltzer I ever had in my life. And everything promises to be something like that, and I'm let down all the time. So honestly, if you've never had Hinny hard seltzer, definitely try it. At least try it once. Just buy one. After that, if you don't like it, you're able to make up your own mind. But definitely just try one. I think you'll be surprised by it. If you're a seltzer person, I think you'll be surprised. Even if you're not a seltzer person, honestly. It's like if you've tried the Trulies and you tried the White Claws and you're still not impressed with seltzer, give this one a try. And if you don't like it, then maybe you're just not a seltzer person at all. These are actually better. They have a stronger taste than most. I feel like a chatty Cathy now. But no, I'm not just saying it. Definitely give them a try. And that's going to do it for this video. Actually, I didn't give ratings. The Cranberry, which I still have here. There's still more in the catalog. Yeah, it's. I've never had a Cranberry in a seltzer before. That one's going to get a 4. Can't go 5, but I can go 4. And the Bourbon. Ooh. The back end, you get that bourbon flavor. Before that, it's kind of like a root beer taste that's coming through, which I ain't mad at because when I was a kid, I hated root beer. As I got older, I started appreciating root beer. So it's got that about it. That was gonna go 4.5. It's out of a scale of 5 because there was a lot of misconceptions about how my scale works. 1 bad, 5 great. So 4 and 4.5. I can't. It's tough for me to go 5 on seltzer anymore. It's. I don't know. I've talked till I'm blue in the face, and that's gonna be the end of this video because I'm gonna end up starting to repeat myself, and I don't like being that guy. So thank you so much for watching if you did, and I will see all you beautiful people in the next one.